All right, guys, I'm looking at the wrong camera. Whoops.
Oh.
We are back again for episode 2 of From the Vine. My name is Jacob. I am one of the pastors here at Vineyard. And today I have another lovely guest. I have Malicka Taffa. Is that correct?
Yes.
Awesome. Malicka, go ahead and introduce yourself and share a couple quick facts with the fans.
Of course. My name's Malicka Taffa. I am 18 years old. I am a recent high school graduate of Venice High School. Go Gondoliers.
Come on.
And I've been going to the Vineyard for about a year and I love it. It's been probably the most jam-packed year of my life, a lot of growth, and I will be attending American University, which is in DC. Ooh. So I'll be leaving, but I'll definitely be coming back soon and visit.
You better be coming back.
Absolutely.
We're going to miss you. But so good to have you today. Thank you for coming on. And for those of you, if this is your first time tuning in for this podcast, we just have a heart for wanting to know our church community and getting to talk to you guys and just see what's been going on, what God's been doing, and just have some fun conversations. So speaking of fun conversations, Malika, you just got back from a trip, didn't you?
I did.
Where was your trip? Where did you go?
It's Seoul, South Korea.
Okay, so then because you were telling me a little bit about this before, how did that decision get made to go to Seoul? Yeah,
it's the summer before college, and I was like, I have a passport because, like, as an adult, you have the 10-year passport, and I'm like, I got 10 years to go wherever, and I was like, let me go to Seoul because I've never been to Asia, and my mom works for the airline, so I knew it would be pretty easy to get up and go, and I went for just like 3 days, quick little trip. I took my friend, and we just went to Seoul because it seemed tourist friendly, but it was a lot to just navigate everywhere.
Yeah, you said that like there wasn't. Well, was there anybody that spoke English, or it just was like majority people did not speak English?
Majority people do not speak English unless they work at the airport because like everyone's coming in there. But in the city, it's not a universal language.
Yeah,
there.
so just Google Translate, and Malika was telling me that she would like point at the things that she would want, but you did learn some things in Korean. Right? I'm not going to make you say it, but I know you said you were trying to, and over the couple of days that you were there, it kind of was like, oh yeah, and like how to introduce yourself and stuff.
Definitely. The little things go a long way, so I'm not like a complete foreigner, but I learned how to introduce myself, and if you show some familiarity, they're like, oh, okay, I'll help you out. Yeah. It's being a little bit friendly.
Cool. That's super cool. I know you were telling us about it, and now Kaylee and I are trying to plan a trip to see when we can get out there.
Absolutely.
It'd be super fun. Awesome. Well, thank you for sharing that.
Of course.
I have a few more questions for you. They're actually pretty deep.
Oh, snap.
They're not deep at all. They're just going to be fun questions. But the first question is, I got to ask you, you got to get rid of one of these forever. They can never exist ever again. A fork or a spoon?
I think you can get rid of a fork.
Okay.
Because with a spoon, you can just like twist the wrist and it'll pop up.
Yeah.
And, the stabbing motion can hurt people's wrist or something. And forks are dangerous.
How are you going to eat spaghetti?
You just...
Because, you use a fork to twirl it. And
that is true.
I mean, you do also use a spoon, but I don't see a world where I can pick up spaghetti easily with a spoon.
You can get the handle of the spoon, like where you hold it, and just use it backwards.
I feel like it would be the same problem though. Like it would just slide right off.
Yeah, but spoons are, there's a lot of coverage.
Yeah,
you can get the meatball and get a couple spaghetti strands.
Yeah, that is true.
It won't be as much, but
and I think there are more arguments for a spoon because let's say like soup. How are you going to eat soup with a fork?
That is true.
That's like all broth, unless you do you drink I was a soup drinker. Like I know there's a lot of people, they just eat what's in the bowl, and then after there's nothing left to pick up, I'm done. Like I was drinking out of the bowl. I was drinking the broth.
I probably need to be a soup drinker because I have might be a hot take, but I only drink soup when I'm sick.
Okay. It makes sense. It's not a hot take. Like it makes sense. I tend to go that route as well. Like I don't think I'm ever like, ooh, soup.
Right. It's not my first choice.
It is definitely not my first choice. But when I'm sick, it is most definitely my first choice.
Absolutely. Tomato soup.
I usually go for like a chicken noodle. I'm not big on tomatoes, but if tomato soup. I know some people are like obsessed with like a clam chowder. I don't know. Are you a big fan of clam chowder?
No.
Me neither. I don't get it. And like, especially at Disneyland, people like rave about, there's like these bread bowls, these massive bread bowls, and they do clam chowder in them.
Interesting.
But I get it with mac and cheese because
mac and cheese
bread bowl is unbelievable. And you could eat those with a spoon.
You can?
I was going to make an argument for mac and cheese, but I think you can still scoop it up with a spoon. I think it'd be fine.
Is a spork considered cheating?
A spork is definitely considered cheating.
All right.
I think it's a little bit of, it'd be like keeping both instead of getting rid of one. But
team spoon, team fork. For
you know, I wanted to be team fork just to, because I feel like spoon is the obvious answer to keep. But yeah, I think I'd keep the spoon.
The spoon.
Yeah, especially because this actually leads us into our next question that you would not be able to have without a spoon. Malika, I know that you're a big cereal lover.
Yes.
Is cereal a soup?
No.
No.
What? No.
Why not?
Cereal's is
Then what if cereal's not a soup? Then what is cereal?
It's an art. It's a artistic expression of what you want to put on your taste buds.
Okay.
Because, you have almond milk, you have vanilla almond milk,
Yep.
sweetened, unsweetened, you have cashew milk,
Yep.
you have regular whole milk.
Yep.
And then you got to
straight from the cow.
Pick the cereal that goes with it. You
Okay.
know, you got Cocoa Puffs, Frosted Flakes, and then you have to pick which one goes with the milk.
Okay. I mean, you can make this argument for all kinds of food.
Right.
With the ingredients and the way that you cook it. But at the end of the day, it has to be classified as something. So let's just, I'm not discounting that it is art, but let's say you have to put it in a category. It's not a soup. What is it?
A porridge.
Is porridge soup?
Mashed porridge.
Is mashed porridge soup? Is porridge soup though?
I can't think of anything else, so it's a soup.
I do have to. I'm a firm believer, always have been. I can't speak that cereal is a soup, and we could always go have you heard the is the hot dog? Is it a sandwich?
Yeah.
But that one, I still have yet to have a really definite answer for that one. But for this, cereal's a soup.
It's like a chewy soup. Because you have soup and then it's usually just broth, but people have been adding stuff to it.
Yeah.
But is it still considered soup if it's like chicken noodle soup? Or soup's in the name, but noodles.
Yeah, well, I mean, my cereal, especially with Honey Nut Cheerios, I put banana. Kaylee actually showed me this. She puts almond butter with it too.
That's new.
And so it's you're just, at that point, it's you can't deny it.
Right.
It's a soup.
Yeah, I guess
Well,
it's
I
a
don't know.
soup.
You actually have a very interesting take on soup that you were telling us about that you can actually share with everybody.
Yes. This is my spreading it out there to the world. I'm a firm believer in heating up your cereal. And then also, it goes even further. I do milk before you put the cereal. This might be...
Okay, hold on. So your process, you bowl, right? Bowl first.
Right?
You don't you go to the milk.
Yep.
Pour the milk.
Yep.
Then the cereal.
Yep.
Then you microwave it? For how long?
Depends on the microwave, but no longer than a minute.
So, bowl, milk, cereal, microwave.
Yep.
And you were going to argue before that's not soup?
Yeah.
That's exactly
That's
what
a
you do
good
with
point.
soup, Malika.
That is true. I haven't made soup in a long time.
Okay.
Thankfully, I've not
Have
been
you made
sick
hot
recently.
cereal recently?
Hot cereal?
Yeah.
Not recently.
Okay.
But it's coming up within the next couple of days.
So if I haven't heard of anybody else that has had hot cereal before. If you have, please let me know. I'd love to hear your opinion as well. But Malika stands strong
Definitely.
on the fact that I think Kaylee and I said it's just oatmeal at that point, but
Yeah, but oatmeal is oats.
yeah, I guess you have a point. Is oatmeal soup? I'm just kidding. We're not gonna go that route. Awesome. Breakfast foods. Staying on the topic of breakfast and mornings and stuff, because me and Kaylee kind of debate about this. Malika, do you make your bed in the morning?
I do.
You do?
I try to.
Have you always made your bed in the morning, or was that like
I had to learn.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because as I got older, it's like coming back from school, it's like, dang, this bed is not made. And you gotta fix it up before you can lay it in again. But no, now I make my bed.
Fixing it up before you can lay in it. That's what I'm still getting used to. Because like growing up, like my parents would tell me to make my bed. I would occasionally, but it was mostly when I would clean my room, because my room didn't feel clean until my bed was made.
Yeah.
And so it was just kind of that, where it's like, okay, my room would get messy. Guess it's time to make my bed after I clean my room. But Kaylee, she's amazing. She makes a bed every morning. Sometimes I'll make it if she's like busy and she forgets, and later on in the day I'll be like, oh, like I know she'll appreciate it.
Right.
I couldn't care less about the bed being made, but she will. This is so funny. I'm not even kidding, guys. It'll be 11 o'clock at night, midnight, like right before we're going to go to bed. The bed wasn't made for whatever reason. At midnight, she will make the bed.
Oh, like full on?
Full on make the bed. Like fluff the pillows, pull the sheet, the fitted sheet, the flat sheet, the duvet, like everything. She'll make the bed. She'll stare at it. And then she'll get in bed. She'll make the bed just to get in bed.
Oh, when you said made the bed, I thought it was like putting the blanket on top, shaking the sheets.
Oh, like no, like everything that requires like to make it super nice.
Right.
Like she will do that at midnight when we're about to get into bed.
Yeah.
And she's like, cause it's comfier.
Yeah.
To get. Which I mean, I can understand that, but that's just not for me.
I want to go to sleep in the bed.
Exactly.
You know,
I'm like, it's gonna end up the same way that it
Right.
was 5 seconds ago, before you made the bed. But yeah. Anyways, that's always a fun conversation that we have. But I appreciate your takes on all of this. Comes from lots of years of making beds, years of eating soup or cereal,
soup,
warm cereal, and years of using forks and spoons.
Yep. 18 years. 16.
16.
I mean, does the baby count?
Oh yeah,
holding
maybe
the spoon?
because you weren't using it yourself.
No.
So, but anyways, 18 years.
Yep.
Let's dive into those 18 years. How does that sound?
Yep. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Ready.
Cool. Well, why don't we start? And this is where we'll kind of get more into the heart of what we are wanting to do with this podcast, and just learning about our guests and our church family. So, Malika, why don't we just start with, how did you find yourself at Vineyard? And just kind of walking into the doors, like what was everything, like think of everything that kind of led up to actually showing up here on a Sunday. Like what all kind of falls into that?
Yeah. I live like 2 blocks from here, McLaughlin and Washington Boulevard. And I'm a recent believer, only a year as of January. And during my research, it was like, you have to find community. I'm like, okay. So I Google searched churches near me, and Vineyard was the top one. And I clicked on it. I clicked on the website, 9/11 services, and I actually went on the live stream for 9. And I was very distracted. I found myself like watching TV, then having the sermon. And then I heard Pastor Brad at the time say, yeah, we have an 11 a.m. service for next time. I was like, I should go to that. I'm not too far away. And I didn't listen to the whole sermon live stream. So I just got up and I went to the 11. And my first day at Vineyard was Pastor Brad's last day. So I was like, oh, that's okay.
Yeah.
It's change, it's new. And he was talking about like the Vineyard's 50 years and just wrapping it up. I was like, oh no, I don't know what's he saying. I don't know who he is or the story. But I knew I needed to go to church because being a part of a family that's not believers, I really needed some support.
Yeah, for sure.
And so I went. I felt very welcomed by the prayer team and the welcome team, and I just kept coming back.
Yeah. And then did you do some type of like training with prayer team? And I know, like, when was that? Because I know you did, but like, when did that kind of fall into place timeline wise from when you showed up to when you started doing that?
I think around maybe 4 months I've been coming to Vineyard, 2-3 months. I felt a calling to pray for people. And one of my mentors was Tommy. I forgot Tommy, you know, I think there's only one Tommy
we
here.
all know Tommy, yeah.
But yeah, he really gravitated towards me, him and Cindy, his sister, and he felt like a grandpa. And he was just like really validating and really just hearing me out in terms of praying. And he taught me how to pray for people. And some of them were actually prophetic. Like there's this one guy, it was his first time at Vineyard, and I didn't know that, but I just felt an urge to pray for him. And he was like, thank you, I really needed that. It's my first time. I was like, oh snap, this is real.
Yeah.
But it felt like really nice to do that, knowing that I felt a calling to do it.
Yeah. How does that feel coming from, you don't have to share too much about this if you don't want to, but not being raised kind of in a Christian household and like not being brought up in that way, to coming to Vineyard, to having those 4 months, to training and learning under somebody, to then actually practically praying for somebody and for them to receive that. Like, how was that for you? Because that's a lot going on within a very short amount of time.
Definitely. It made me feel less crazy.
Okay.
Because becoming a believer from the internet, just like feeling within like, okay, this is real. I'm going to try to do this. And then seeing it happen in real time, I was like, okay, this is real. Like, I'm not crazy. I'm not trying to psych myself out of it. And it's like that little voice, like it's God. Like it's not, oh, maybe you're the super cool. You can, no. It's like, I'm calling you to do something. You're going to do it and you're going to see the fruit from it. It made me really proud to find a belief on my own that I know is true.
Yeah.
Really solidified it.
Yeah. That's so cool. And then you ended up getting baptized.
Yep.
Which is amazing. Where did that fall in the timeline of all this? Because I'm sorry, I'm kind of jumping around.
No worries.
But yeah, where did your getting baptized and kind of everything that led up to that, where was that all kind of happening?
I think I got baptized before I was 18. So I know it was like September, October of 2024. And I've been going to the youth group for about 4 or 5 months. I got here in June, and then July, August, September, October. Yeah, around that time. And I was hesitant to do it because I was like, I've only been a Christian like less than a year. This is like a big, like Jesus got baptized. Like that's like a big deal to, to do it. But I was like, this is something I need to do because I'm doing it for me. I know, like, I don't question my faith. I believe. What's stopping me from doing it? And from that time of being baptized, it really made me feel I was part of a forever family.
Wow.
Like, I'm leaving my old self and I'm becoming new again. And it's like, you're marking it. Like you try to live your best life, which, you always do. But being baptized, you're seeing it physically manifest.
Yeah.
So it was really like overwhelming and just like, yeah, you're a part of this now. Like, you don't have to like second guess yourself or if you're not sure, but like if you believe and you get baptized, then, you're going to live it out.
Yeah. That's so cool. This is actually something I want you to, it can be super short, but if you have like any encouragement for people in that kind of same spot where they're kind of like, oh, baptism seems like a really big deal. It's something that I'm interested in, but I'm not quite sure. Like, is there like a small bit of encouragement that you have for people that are kind of in that spot?
Definitely.
Of like figuring it out.
Definitely listen to God and listen to yourself and don't feel pressured at all. And just within, you'll feel it. You'll know.
Yeah.
Like it'll come naturally for sure. The right timing. Definitely.
Yeah. That's really special. I know God's timing can be different from our timing and that can be frustrating at times. But yeah, as we continue to learn and follow and he reveals himself in a way that almost very humbling. It's like, yeah, I thought I had the right timeline for this. But he just kind of proves to us that it's like that we can trust him and we can trust his timing, which is really, really special. And then you have been a part of serving. In what capacities have you served? Because I've seen you do a couple different things.
Right.
I think. So in like what capacities have you served at the church?
I've done the prayer team. I've done Vineyard Kids. And I've also done the safety team.
What is your favorite? No, I'm just kidding. We're not.
I mean,
no, but that's so cool. What do those all kind of look like? Like, let's start with like, I know you kind of touched on prayer. Let's say like kids. What did kids look like? What did you enjoy about kids? And
oh, sorry. In kids, you go to the kind of the side of the street, and you check the kids in. Then you have like 15 minutes of playtime. Being an only child, the playtime was I was already tired. Yeah. It was like 15 minutes.
Yeah.
And you have kind of the lead kids pastor, and they'll read the sermon for the day in the kids version. And you're just kind of like there monitoring, helping them understand if they have any questions. Then they have worship, the interactive like Just Dance for kids.
Yeah.
Super fun. I got really into it.
Yeah.
Like none of the kids were dancing. I'm like, I was really super fun.
By that time, were you just like out of it? You're like, we played, we danced.
A little
I'm ready
bit.
for a nap now.
Yeah.
Kind of thing.
Then they do like drawing. Then you get the snacks, and you kind of have like a little mini group asking them like, oh, what do you think about this? Or do you have any questions about this? Just kind of asking questions for them to respond in their own understanding.
Yeah.
It was very beautiful. There was this one 5-year-old. I think it was about love. And he was talking about his sister and how like, sometimes when I get upset, I think my parents love my sister more. But he was like, after today's like lesson, that's not true, because God has enough love for my parents and my sister.
Wow.
And I was like, he came to that on his own. I'm just sitting there like, wow, he's just processing it, and it was amazing.
That's really cool. I know I never get to be a part of kids ministry and see what goes on back there. And same thing with like kingdom sessions and stuff. So it's like, I kind of get to, I miss out on that. So it's really cool to hear like of stuff that's going on. And then with security, you said you're doing security team. What does that look like? And what's all, you got I've seen you in your Vineyard polo, your little earpiece, and
a walkie-talkie earpiece. You just kind of, you walk around in the inside, seeing if everyone's calm, cool, collected, if there's anyone out of place, being a bit rowdy, or you walk around the parking lot, like the one at the gate. There's a farmer's market that's always there. So just check in if they're here for Vineyard, because, we want to utilize the spaces for Vineyard goers. And you just standing by the kids area if they're outside, watching for any particular people.
Yeah.
Just trying to destabilize and de-escalate the situation.
Yeah.
Which I was surprised when they called me to be it, because I'm like, I am not like, I'm super chill. I'm like, I'm not anyone who's like, you need to get out of here. That's not me.
Yeah, I know.
I was like, sure, I'll do it. I'll try.
Yeah, no, I've thought about that. And like, if I had to be that person, like, hey, what are you doing? Like, I want to be like nice and be like, hey, like, let's talk about it and stuff. But I don't know, maybe if it came down to it, and same thing for you, maybe if it came down to that fight or flight, I think the right thing would kick in and be good. But that's awesome. Tell me more, and kind of tell everyone about what are your upcoming plans now? Like, cause I know being a part of Vineyard and everything that's been going on, but now you're taking off, but you're coming back.
Absolutely. Yeah. I'm coming back.
What does that look like? And you can spend a little bit more time on like, what are you doing exactly?
Yeah.
I know you already said college, and I'm kind of hinting at that, but
no worries. Yeah. I plan to attend American University, which is in DC, studying justice law and criminology. With hopes of becoming a FBI profiler.
Whoa.
Because I'm really into crime prevention. I grew up watching Investigation Discovery, which is, my mom is, she's a good mom, but I probably shouldn't have been watching that. But it's okay, because, it's my passion now.
Yeah, there you go.
But there's a lot of aftercare for crime, which is amazing, and we need that. But I feel like if the same amount of energy was there for crime prevention, that it could help prevent future victims and future perpetrators.
Yeah.
Because crime affects a lot of people, the perpetrator's family, the victim's family, society. It ripples.
Yeah.
And I'm a firm believer in helping people get help before they do stuff. Because I do think there's underlying factors we can be looking for. And if you help someone who wants to hurt, then you're saving everyone from hurt. And yeah, I hope to get my bachelor's degree.
Yep.
And then do some very rigorous training, running down, flipping tires to be an FBI profiler, passing their exams, and just putting a lot of energy into profiling so we can get people the help they need.
Yeah. Sounds like no joke, but
yeah,
I think you're going to kill it. I think it's going to be awesome. Is there anything that, I know there's a lot of people in the church that are going to be praying for you, and a lot of people listening probably would just love to be able to kind of on your behalf, like if there's things you're worried about, nervous about, excited about, like is there anything that we as like your church family, your church community just can be praying for?
Definitely. Definitely finances.
Yeah.
Because coming from a single parent household, I got some scholarships. Like I worked my butt off applying academics.
Good.
But, you know, just to help alleviate the burden off my mom as much as I can.
Yeah.
Because, you know, she's, you know, not old, but, you know, I don't want her to be working for a long time.
For sure.
Especially like for someone else, even though that's her daughter. And just that I find like Christ-centered friends, because I haven't really had that around my age. Love the Vineyard. I love everyone here. But, you know, some younger people.
Yeah.
And yeah, just that I don't doubt myself. I tend to get insecure a little bit or question myself when I see other people being different from me and I'm the only one. But it's like, you know, God called you to be different, not to conform.
Yeah.
And not just to have confidence in that.
Yeah. That's so good. Are you going to be at service this upcoming Sunday?
Yes.
So what could be incredible is like if you guys are at service on Sunday, or just want to come by, if you don't normally come to service, but you want to stop by, like please, we would absolutely love to have you. We have services at 9 and 11 a.m. Come check out service, come check out the church and kind of learn more about our family. And then also just to be able to wish Malika the best. And I know that Kaylee and I are doing that for you, and we think it's going to be an amazing time for you. I know we had an amazing time in college, and part of us wishes we could go back. The other part doesn't, because it was a lot of work. But it sounds like you were super prepared for that. And I think God has a really, really, really cool plan for you and what he's doing. So would love to see you guys at church on Sunday, 9 and 11. Yep. Malika would love to say hi and then bye. And then, because when do you leave? Isn't it pretty soon?
Yes. I'm moving coast to coast, like LA to DC. So you have to get all the stuff out there and then organize what you're going to take. Because my mom's also moving with me. So she has her place and you got to put stuff.
Yeah.
But if honestly, I can just fly down any weekend because my mom works for the airline. So it's, you know, it's free travel. But I wanted to reserve the first 2 weeks of August to organize and pack because I move in the 17th.
As you should. That'll be good. But then after August, you're going to be flying every Sunday, right? To come out for Vineyard.
Yeah. Absolutely. It's only like 4 or 5 hours.
I mean, it's better than the flight to Seoul. I mean, how long was that? It was
13 hours.
Yeah. Oh my goodness.
But it's okay.
I couldn't. I've done what was the longest? I think I've done a 4-hour flight, and that was like enough for me. I couldn't. Oh, I don't. When you told me that, I was like, that is insane. But good for you. I couldn't. Oh, maybe I could.
You can.
Kaylee's telling me I need to, so
yes,
I'll get it.
Absolutely.
I'll just go for it one day, and then there's no turning back.
There's no turning back.
So, but anyways, Malika, thank you so much for being here.
Of course.
It's incredible just to be able to hear your story and to just see your eagerness and excitement for what's going on just in our church, and then also just what's coming up for you. I know we're super excited. I know you're super excited, and it's going to be really good. Yeah. Thanks for being here. Thank you guys for tuning in for the second episode of this podcast. Yeah, dude.
So I didn't. Yeah, second episode. I didn't know so early.
I know. Yeah, we time flew.
Yeah.
That's super good. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. We're going to have new episodes every single week. We're going to have new guests every single week and keep this going just to learn more about what's been going on. We usually would play a game at the end, but we've just been spending more time on testimony. And I think that's so much more important than playing a game just to pass time. But anyways, thanks for tuning in, guys. We will catch you next week.
Bye.